Welcome to Daily IELTS English, where I'll show you the techniques that I like to teach my classes and how to extend their ideas and get higher scores on the IELTS speaking test or to just have better conversation. First, I'll go over the technique and then I'll demonstrate with my own answer. Let's take a look at the question. Today we're looking at part 3 of the test, specifically identification questions. These are questions where you have to give multiple possible answers. Let's take a look at the question. What sort of influence can films have on people? Today, we're going to look at a classic technique that I'm sure you've seen in your IELTS classes. On the one hand, on the other hand. Now, the first thing, if you're going to use this in your writing or speaking, say it correctly. On the one hand or on one hand and on the other hand. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard very creative different forms of this. In one hand, in other hands. You get no points for creativity in this test. So please make sure if you're going to use that expression, on the other hand, use it correctly. And this is a great way to just show different answers to the same question, different perspectives. So let's take a look at this for how I might answer the question. How can films influence people? I guess they can influence in good ways and bad ways. On the one hand, a good film can inspire you. You might see a documentary or a story that makes you curious about something or interested in learning about it. You might travel to that place. You might study something. You might even pursue a career that you didn't think you would have. I remember watching this documentary on Netflix where a woman saw the movie Outbreak and then decided to become an epidemiologist. So now she's fighting viruses in New York. All of that because she watched a movie. On the other hand, I suppose that it might create a false sense of reality. And I think that people sometimes will see characters in movies or on TV, and they think that this is a real representation of what life is. And, you know, it's exciting, it's dramatic, and they think that life really can be this way. But it won't be that way automatically. I think romance stories are really bad for this. They make life seem exciting and romantic when you meet someone for the first time. But I think that's kind of fake. Like in a movie like The Notebook, you know, you have these people showing what love can be like, and then people have that kind of expectation for their real life. And I think that's dangerous because life's not like that. You're not going to have that experience, and then you might blame that on the person you meet. So I think you have to be careful with these kinds of movies. Yeah, they can definitely inspire us to do great things, but if you're not careful, you know, they can also cause a lot of harm. All right, that's it for today, you guys. I hope you appreciated that. On the one hand, on the other hand, classic, simple. Just make sure that you've got a good point to make after it. Thanks for watching, and please remember language is a habit, not a skill. So practice till you get it right, then keep going till you can't get it wrong, and I'll see you tomorrow.